Alright, we are in Doom again with the 5070 Ti. This is a redo video of this video up here that I'm going to put on the screen now. I made some corrections with some of my settings, and the person who said that the numbers didn't look quite right, they were correct. So we're just going to redo this one again and see if we can get some more accurate numbers here. So we're at 62, so already looking better. We are at 10.4 gigabytes of allocation. This is low settings on TAA. So let's just go ahead and jump up to TAA and go to medium. If you need chapter markers, they will be listed below. If you are interested in any sort of setting, just find them down there. So we're at 56 on medium, 58, and we are at 10.5 gigabytes. So I don't really think our gigabyte, our VRAM is going to really be affected too bad. So we're at 52 coming into this like slightly crowded area, and again this is medium settings. I'm going to kick it up to high now because we want to make sure we have enough on the screen whenever we're going through some of the higher settings. So I'm going to go up to high and apply that, and again we are looking at 50 FPS TLA or TAA, not DLAA. So many acronyms, I get them confused sometimes, but this is just normal temporal anti-aliasing. And I have found that it does seem to be a little bit better with that instead of the DLAA setting. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're not going to upscale, just do TAA. Alright, so let's jump over here and go to our next setting, which would be Ultra. Alright, so this is Ultra, and I'm going to just progress through here and try to get to the next spot where there's some enemies that we can fight off. Alright, we're at 47 FPS here, get some ammo. Alright, once I get all these guys knocked away, I think I can get up this wall. I've played through this chapter 1 stuff a lot, so I'm just kind of running through it as fast as I can just to get you guys some numbers. And I'm gonna go up here and then we'll switch it to Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. Alright, so just running through this shotgun. We're at 50, or jumped down into the upper 40s just then. So feels really good though. I mean, this is a really smooth, well optimized game in my opinion. Alright, so before we fight this guy in here, we're just going to jump over to the next, which is Nightmare. Alright, so we're in Nightmare, and this guy does hurt the frame rate a little bit. He has some effects and whatnot that he throws around. Alright, well I took care of him pretty well, but yeah, you saw that jump down to the mid 40s. And then this next area is going to be just some more demons. So we're going to switch it to the max settings on TAA, which would be Ultra Nightmare. And again, we're not upscaling, this is just not even DLAA, this is just straight up temporal stuff here. So looking at mid 40s. Yeah, I believe that the first video I put together, I had a process running that I didn't realize was running, and so I've ensured that that is not the case in this one, so no worries. Alright, so here we go through here. Jump around here. Do I need help? No, I don't. Okay. Come through this part. We're in the 50, we're on 60. This is an enclosed area, so we're getting a little bit better FPS. I'm going to go ahead and kick on the DLSS quality. And this is DLSS quality at Ultra Nightmare, and that's going to give us a nice little bump. So we're at 75. This weapon just comes down. Just going to come through here. Get some collect some stuff here, some armor. There's some guys in here I need to get rid of. I'm not sure if I got him or not. I think I did. Alright, so we're at 87, 90 in here. Bash through this. I'm gonna fight this dude down here. A bunch of dudes actually. Alright, so we're at 73 right now. We're gonna kick it up to balanced and just see what that does. We're getting some really good numbers here though, and our VRAM's looking excellent. I mean, this game does not, once you kick on DLSS, you just don't have VRAM issues on this card. So we're going to go through here and just kind of ransack these demons. Make sure none of them get out alive. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna jump over here to performance. Let's see what performance does. And I will say that performance on 4K looks excellent. I mean, it just looks so good still. And there's really no reason not to play it on performance if you're wanting to do any sort of, especially if you want to do any kind of frame generation, because that's going to help your latency to make sure you have a very nice base frame rate. Yeah, our latency is around 36 right now on that bottom number. That's kind of the main one you need to pay attention to. Alright. We got any more? Did that gate open? Not open yet. Well, there's still one. There we go. Alright, so again, this is performance with no frame generation. And we're going to hit the frame generation in the next little section here when we get some guys on the screen. Get that. I need some ammunition. I know that. Alright, here we go. Let me grab some before we go to the next one. I thought that was some. It's just fire. Oh well, let's just go. Whatever. Alright, so we're going to go to this next little part here. I'll fight them and then I'll kick on some frame gen. Just so you can kind of see this area too. Alright, it's around 91 in this area. Headshot, nice. Alright, let's get some procurements here. Get some more stuff. Alright, so let's go with some frame gen now. So we're gonna just come in here and we are gonna go to perform. We're gonna stay on performance. Let's just go frame gen. Once I find it. Alright, there we go. Let's just go 2x, and that's gonna take us from, you know, what was that, around 90s to 150. Blow that thing up. Alright. So I mean, you're really gonna have a good experience on this card. I mean, I can, you know, go ahead and just keep going up and get crazier and crazier frame rates, but right now I need to bring that back. That just vanished. This thing loves to vanish. Alright, so we are at 35 milliseconds, which is more than acceptable. I mean, anything under 0.5, 0.6 is fine with me personally. Again, this is all a personal decision. I just like to show you these stats. But this feels incredibly good. There's nothing wrong with this experience at all, in my opinion. And you're getting some really nice frame rate or FPS here. Let's fight this crazy thing. Alright, let's just kick it up to the 4x. I keep hitting that console command thing. Alright, we're just going to go up to 4x now. And let's just see what that does with our latency. We were at 35-ish. So this is 4x. And that brings us up to it kind of settled down depending on where you're at. Let's come in here. So it looks like low 40s is about what you can expect. Grab this key. Low 40s, maybe some 50 milliseconds in there with the 4x, but you know, still a perfectly playable experience. It's nice and fast. This game feels incredibly good. There's just nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna skip this part, and then I'm just gonna bring this down to quality. So quality, and then I'll frame gen 2x off of quality, so you can see kind of what the delays are there. So we're around 42 milliseconds. Definitely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't know how you feel about frame generation. I personally love it in a lot of situations, as long as you can get your base frame rate up enough, depending on the game, to, you know, not have a lot of delay. Because this game just looks so good. Man, the shield dudes. Alright, so around 119 FPS. This dude is... You gotta waste him. There we go. Alright, close that portal. Come over here. Let's see if I can grab this stuff. If there's anything good in here. That gate's completely blocked. Ah, I done went in here, man. Okay. That's fine. Smash his face in. There we go. Just shotgun these dudes. I got a pretty powerful gun from later on in the game. Alright, got through here. I'm gonna grab this thing out here. Okay, grab it. I've already done it, so it's gonna trigger this. Alright. Man, this game is just so fast paced. I love it. Alright, so let's just come in here and go with 4X on quality DLSS, because if you go that TAA, you're not going to have access to the frame gen anymore. So quality is pretty good. You can even go to DLAA, which I'll do that next. I just want to see kind of what it looks like with no upscaling at all. Alright, so let's just go to hit up DLA after this. Alright, so let's go to, we're going to go to DLAA, so no upscaling, and then we're just going to go to, let's turn that off because we haven't seen what DLA looks like yet, as far as just raw numbers go. Definitely not TAA. I mean, it's definitely like lower than TAA was. It was right around 60, so I mean a little bit lower. But I mean the cool thing is now we can frame gen off of that. Not that I would recommend running frame gen off of something under 60 on a game like this, but just for kicks and grins, I'll check it out. All right, so let's frame gen here. We're just going to go straight down to the 4X. So this is no upscaling with 4X frame generation, 145 FPS. I mean, it feels pretty good, you know. I mean, it's definitely not the super fast feeling that you get with you know, doing it kind of in my mind the right way, get to that 60 first and then frame gen, but it still feels good. All right, so I'm gonna probably wrap it up here. That's kind of all the settings I wanted to go through again on the 5070 Ti again. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That helps me out a lot, and we'll see you in the very next video. Thanks a lot.